Hey, hi, it's me. I'm back. It's Saturday and beautiful, beautiful day outside. It's what my kids used to call an Oregon day, where there's just hardly any clouds, and the clouds that are there that look like little pieces of cotton that you tore off the top of a Q-tip and just put them up there in a little scene. It's just beautiful out there today. And I guess it's in the 60s, which for this time, coming out of 11 degrees 2 weeks ago, 60 sounds like balmy Florida. Anyway, okay, so today I'm going to just talk about my grammar school, Lincoln number 6 in Garfield. I was there from third grade to eighth grade, had some good teachers that I actually loved, and some teachers that challenged me. Okay, so let's see, third grade and fifth grade, I had Mrs. Latham. Mrs. Latham um, didn't like me from third grade. I guess I acted up, and it's almost, you almost feel like a teacher's just picking you, like you're the one that's the instigator of the whole class. Now, look, I'm going to own the instigator thing because my home life was kind of rugged. And so school was a release for me. School was like where I lived. School validated me when I got good grades, when the friends liked me. It helped me to tolerate the situation at home. And so I lived for school. And I swear, if my home life was better, my grades had probably been worse. That sounds weird, but that's the truth. So one day in Mrs. Latham's fifth grade class, she got called out, and we were practicing singing for the high school. For some reason, the fifth graders got to sing for the high school graduations. So we're singing Glory, glory, hallelujah. All of us kids, right? So, and that was the popular song back then. It had something to do with Abraham Lincoln and all the history. And so it was the noble song to sing. Anyway, she gets called out, and I decide, class clown. And plus, I sat close to the front so she could keep an eye on me. She never let Melville sit in the back. I get up there and she's gone, right? Then I went, glory, glory, hallelujah. Teacher hit me with the ruler. And I'm not gonna sing the rest. The rest is probably get me banned on here. Anyway, I said, "Come on, guys, everybody sing it with me," and they're all laughing, and they know my role in the classroom. This is my job to make everybody be entertained. So I go, now we're singing it really loud. Hallelujah, and everybody looked over at the door. And I knew, just like in the movies where somebody goes, she's right behind me, isn't she? And she was hot. I don't know what happened on that phone call. It was a family thing. I later found out in life that she had a pretty hard home life, which, hello, I can relate to. Anyway, she came over. She was like charging over, right? Like Nurse Ratchet. I'm scared, but I'm still laughing. My friends are like winking and waving because she ain't looking. So this classroom was an old-fashioned classroom. There was windows that went right clear to the ceiling, and you had to get a pole to pull the shades down or put them up, however it was. And you also needed the pole to help you open the windows. It was a really big, tall windows, and on it there was a ledge where we used to put our class projects and plants and animals if we were allowed to bring them for show and tell or whatever. And so she kept coming at me, right, and I would start backing up. Now I'm like right by the window, and she's like holding me. You bold, brazen little brat. Who do you think you are? I'm going your parents. She's just, she's like, all of what happened on the phone, and plus how she felt about me, and plus me being the class clown, added up to the perfect storm of child abuse. Not really, but back in those days, they were allowed to hit you. But they had to send a note home and tell the parent what happened. Then you got another beating. Hello, thank you very much, 1960 school board. I'm okay. I turned out all right. So she's got me over the window, right? And I'm like bending over like this, and she cracks me right on the arm, like the hardest slap ever. I thought I was getting it in the face, actually, but they weren't allowed to hit you in the face. So anyway, I was like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And yes, and I did get a spanking when I got home that day. All right, that's about Mrs. Latham. I'll do another video about school in a minute. I'm trying to keep these under 5 minutes, and voila.